What is up, guys? My name is Mindu10 and I'm going to show you in this quick video how to do the Liberty Falls Easter egg. So what I would prefer is bringing a decoy for sure, and the gobblegums I have here. Now I know there's better gobblegum options. Oh, an aether shroud. Aether shroud is a must. So I would turn on the rampage inducer for a few rounds if you want to get the first few rounds done quickly. I would hit this machine to get some good stuff, and I got very lucky. So we need to build the jet gun for the next part of the Easter egg. So just continue the game as normal. Turn off the rampage inducer if things get a little heated up. And you need to pick up this water valve near Speed Cola. It's right here in the flower shop. So now you need to head to the graveyard, and you need to wait for the zombie called the groundskeeper. He can pop up anywhere in the graveyard. He's going to be running around. He is friendly. He will look like this. You need to eliminate him before he teleports away, and then pick up the tool shed key. And then head to the shed near the crafting table. Open the door with the confirm button, and grab the handbrake. So for this next one, you need to wait till round 11 for this, or you could craft it. You need a mangler cannon. So you could either shoot it off the mangler, or you could just craft it. But I shot it off the mangler. And then you need to shoot the radio house door with the mangler cannon. Once you open it, you need to search these piles until you find electrical wires. I found it first try. Quick side note, if you still have the mangler cannon, you can do the side quest, the Mr. Peaks in the backseat, and you can get a gun in the backseat. For this next step, you need to head to Liberty Lanes, and with that water valve you had, you place it, and then you need to turn it. I would do this at the very end of a round, so you have lots of time. And look, I'm already almost halfway done. And then this is where I would use their aether shroud or decoys. And then you can just keep going. This is super easy on solo if you use aether shroud and decoys. But so once you finish that step, you can grab the water pressure gauge. And then once you have all three of the parts, you can build the jet gun in the motel. This is kind of why I want to do it mid-round, because then you have zombies trying to kill you. But you have the jet gun, so. Okay, now that you have your jet gun, you need to collect these three parts. In Molly's Comics, where Quick Revive is, you look up in the roof and then use your jet gun to get the first part. The second part is like near Speed Cola. If you look right here, you get on this roof. Now there's two ways you can do this. You could. This is how speedrunners do it. You do it like this and you get it through the roof. But it can take some while to get it, so you can just jump on this white van and do it like a normal person and just suck it up normally. And then last one is in the dark ether, right near Panos. So once you have all three of the LTG parts, take this zip line or other way to the bank rooftop. And then go to this crafting table and craft your LTG. So now once you have your LTG, this part's going to be complicated. You need to grab this aether canister. Once you picked it up, you need to head to this spot. The aether canister will be on your back and you cannot run. So you need to put it either here or right over there. I would put it, this is where I usually put it for some reason. Okay, this step might be a pain if you don't have the jet gun. So that's why I would prefer someone using the jet gun with this. You need to protect the portal when the LTG is summoning the HTV. The jet gun is helpful. I like to go in third person and just do it. A mangler or two will spawn, so make sure you take those out with your gun. And then once you have finished that, a HTV will spawn. If you fail, you're going to have to wait till the next round to do it all over again. So now that you've summoned your HTV, you need to get it to low damage, but not kill it. If you kill it, you're gonna have to redo it all over again. Except you don't need to do the portal part. So once you've gotten to low health, you turn on the trap, and you need to make sure it is inside the trap when you kill it. The abomination is probably the hardest because it barely opens its mouth. But once it's in the portal and you killed it, its soul should go inside the aether canister. You pick it up, and you have a small time to get it to the SCG. Put the canister back in there, and then you need to pick up the Strauss counter that is next to it. So you're going to need this guide. I would pause the video, but in simple words for all of this, red and green you switch, yellow stays the same. So you need to head to these 3 locations to do some tuning to get the 3rd canister. The first one is near PhD Flopper. So open up your Strauss counter, and then based on what color it is, you need to switch to that. You can go back to the guide if you need to. Head to the next one, which is near the crafting table. And right here, okay, so you pull up the Strauss counter again. For me, it's green, so I need to switch it to red. I would save a zombie when doing this part. I almost died just with 3 zombies. And this last one is on the bank roof. There's a lot of ways to get to it, but I'm just going to do it the easy way. And then open this door. You are required to open the door. And the 3rd one will be right here. Open up your Strauss counter. For me, it was red, so I need to switch it to green. If you're having trouble with this, look back on the guide and make sure you're getting all the colors correct. Pick up the LTG if you haven't already done that. And then pick up your 3rd canister, which will be available once you did all the tuning correctly. Now you can either place it right here or way over here. I will prefer this spot right over there. Alright. So now you need to go to this Aether Storm and do this step again. Now this time it's going to be a mangler for me. If you already did a mangler, then it's going to be an abomination. For me, 2 manglers spawned, but I got that no problem. So now you need to do the same thing you did earlier and kill the HTV. Now I got lucky and I managed to get a war machine. And I stayed in 3rd person. I forgot to switch it. So then once again, once you get it low, turn on the trap and make sure the boss is in the trap. Now of course I got super unlucky and I had an abomination. But here you see I killed the HTV inside the trap and I filled up the canister. And then I took it all the way back to the mansion and put it back inside the STG. Congratulations, you are ready to start the final encounter for the boss fight. Oh yeah, quick side note, if you could throw anything up here except for the combat axe up here, you explode that zombie head and you'll get a bunch of cool rewards, such as essence, an ether tool based on round it is, a bunch of score streaks, salvage, a lot of helpful things. So once you're ready to start the boss fight, I would prefer bringing a level 3 gun with legendary on it. For your 2nd gun, it doesn't exactly matter if you have the jet gun, I would say level 2. So I'm going to shut up real quick and you can see how my final encounter went. Hi, I'm back. I'm just going to say one more thing. I would definitely prefer PhD slider, the augment slider, and you can just slide your way through. It is super helpful, no joke. Make sure you bring an immune injection also. Okay, bye.
Moment of truth, Alfred. Activate the simultaneous dimensional gateway. And then, bye-bye, Dark Aether.
when things get tough in the battle, like when the abomination spawns, I would pop the immune injection that you bought with you, which I think immune injection is kind of required because like it is really hard without it.
Hoppa! They did it!
And congratulations, you have completed the Liberty Falls Easter egg. If you have completed the Easter egg on standard mode, you will get a ray gun skin, 5000 XP, and this calling card. And if you completed it on directed mode, you'll get a weapon charm, 5000 XP, and the same calling card, but just still. If you decide to respawn back in after the final encounter, you'll get a bunch of rewards, including a bunch of bonus points, a bunch of orange weapons, flawless ether crystals, which depends on how big your squad is, ether tools, legendary, ammo mods, you name it. Thank you guys so much for watching my guide on how to do the Easter egg. If you guys liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in another video. Here's some goofy moments that happened when making the video.
Extracting them is now your top priority. Some sort of half-assed route might be worth a closer look.
And that is it. You should click the video on screen. It would really help me.